जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गंधर्विका गिरिधारी जी की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्त्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री राधा नयननाथ जी की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय नित्य लीला परिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्तरस शिला भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्य लीला परिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्तरस शिला भक्ति दैत माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्य लीला परिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्तरस शिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। जय परमहंसा शिला गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय शिशिला सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिला जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवरे की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गो गोपी गो गोवर्धन वृंदावन श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंदात्मक श्री ब्रज मंदिर की जय। जय श्री नवदीप धाम की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जय श्री बलदेव सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ श्री सुदर्शन चक्र जीव की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्व विघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय श्री सीता देवी स्वाविर्भाव तिथि पूजा महामहोत्सव की जय। जय श्री जाह्नव देवी स्वाविर्भाव तिथि पूजा महामहोत्सव की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर परमानंदे हरि बोल। वंदे हम श्री गुरु श्रीयुता पदकमला श्री गुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। Today is Jahnava Devi Abhirbhav appearance. So there is one song by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. You can find in your song books. It starts with Bhavarnava Pore Mor Akulo Paran. Bhavarnave. Bhavarnave. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he wrote this song especially. It is prayer directly to Jahnava Devi, the consort of Nityananda Prabhu, wife. Bhavarnave pore mor akulo paran kise kulo pavotar na paisa dhan na ache karama bol nahi gyana bol jaga joga tapo dharma na ache sambol শান্তা দুর্বল আমি না জানি শান্তার এ বিপদে কে আমারে করিবে উদ্ধার বিষয় কুম্ভীর তাহে ভীষণ দর্শন কামের তারঙ্গা সদা করে উত্তেজন প্রার্থনা বায়ুর বেগ সহিতে না পারি কাঁদিয়া অস্থির মন না দেখি কান্দারি ওগো শ্রী জাহ্নবা দেবী এ দাসে করুণা করো আজি নিজ গুণে গুছাও যন্ত্রণা তোমারা চরণ তরি করিয়া আশ্রয় ভাবার নব পার হব করেছি নিশ্চয় তুমি নিত্যানন্দ শক্তি কৃষ্ণ ভক্তি গুরু এ দাসে কর দান কদা কল্পতরু কত কত পামারে রে করেছ উদ্ধার তোমারা চরণে আছে কাঙ্গাল চার কত কত পামারে রে করেছ উদ্ধার তোমারা চরণে আছে কাঙ্গাল জয় জাহ্নব দেবী জয় জাহ্নব দেবী জাহ্নব দেবী জয় জাহ্নব দেবী জয় জাহ্নব দেবী জয় জাহ্নব দেবী জাহ্নব দেবী জয় জাহ্নব দেবী শ্রী কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শ্রীবাসাদি গৌর ভক্ত বৃন্দ শ্রী কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শ্রীবাসাদি গৌর ভক্ত বৃন্দ শ্রী কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শ্রীবাসাদি গৌর ভক্ত বৃন্দ শ্রী কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শ্রীবাসাদি গৌর ভক্ত বৃন্দ হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে 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 কৃষ্ণ 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Today is very auspicious day, appearance day of Jahnava Devi or Jahnava Thakurani. Our Gurudev wrote biography. I will not read everything, just to remind myself because other topics also. In Krishna Lila, Baladev Prabhu has two wives. One is Revati, one is Varuni. They are both daughters of Kakudmi. So, Baladev Prabhu in Gaur Lila, he became Nityananda Prabhu, and Kakudmi, he became Surja Das, Sarkel. His brother is Gauridas Pandit, and also other brothers. So they were living in Shaligram, that is near Navadip. So Revati became Jahnava, and Varuni became Boshuda, or Vasuda if you want to say in Sanskrit. In Bengali it is Boshuda. And also Ananga Manjari, she is the other self of Baladev Prabhu. Baladev Prabhu is serving in Sakyarasa, and also little Vatsalya because his elder brother. So because of this Vatsalya Rasa, he is not present when Krishna is doing Madhurya Lila with the gopis, like in Radha Kunda. He is not present there as Baladev. But he goes to serve in Madhurya Lila in another form, that is Ananga Manjari form. And she has her own kunja in the middle of Radha Kunda, that is Ananga Manjari Kunja, and serving. And also Baladev Prabhu is serving with all the ingredients like throne and all articles for service. So in that way, but not as Baladev himself. So this Ananga Manjari also became Jahnava. And they were staying in that Shaligram village. Then one Brahmin, he wanted to make arrangement for Surja Das because he was worried where to marry his two daughters. So this Brahmin came to him and told him that in Ekachakra, Nityananda Prabhu appeared. Now he visited all holy places, and also he is the favorite associate of Mahaprabhu. So you should marry your two daughters to him. And Yes. He also told that Harai Pandit and Padmavati Devi are Vasudeva and Rohini Devi in Krishna Lila, and now Balaram appeared as Nityananda Prabhu, and you give your two daughters to him. Then in dream, Surja Das also got a vision of Nityananda Prabhu as Balaram and Vasudha and Jahnava standing to his left and right in their forms as Revati and Varuni. So then, when Surja Das took the Brahmana's advice seriously and offered the two girls to Nityananda Prabhu's lotus feet, Nityananda Prabhu mercifully gave him the same vision directly. That's his Baladev and the Revati and Varuni. Surja Das forgot himself in ecstasy. So then there was Adivas and also wedding ceremony in the house of Krishna Das Sarkel in Shaligram, and all the Brahmins came there. And after that wedding, Nityananda Prabhu stayed for some time in Navadip on the request of Sachi Mata. Then he went to stay in Saptagram, where he stayed with Udarandatta Thakur, and then established a residence on the banks of the Ganges in Kardaha. Last year, 2 years back, 1924, I visited this place, Kardaha. It is near Ganga, and there he lived with Jahnava and Vasudha. And they got, Vasudha had one son, that is Vir Chandra Prabhu, and Ganga Devi. She's avatar of Ganga. But with Jahnava he had no any children. Nityananda Prabhu is serving in all possible ways. First he was brahmachari when traveling to all holy places. Then he became avadut, like not caring for anything, these worldly rules and regulations, avadut, when he came to Navadip. Then when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered him to preach with Haridas Thakur, then they were like a sannyasis, form as a sannyasis. And then again, when Mahaprabhu told him, you will have to preach in Bengal from Puri, he sent him. Then he was preaching. Then he also got married on the order of Mahaprabhu. So everything he is ready to do for Mahaprabhu. So Bir Chandra, Vasudha's son, he became disciple of Jahnava Mata. She became Guru, Diksha Guru. And because one time he saw her with 4 arms, then he got faith, then he took Diksha. That Kardaha temple was then later run by Bir Chandra Prabhu, and he got deities Radha Shyam Sundar. They are still there in Ganga, he found in Shamgat. Radha Shyam Sundar. That is very nice temple there. So then here our Gurudev also quoted this song which we were singing before. The translation is, having fallen into this vast ocean of material existence, my heart has become extremely worried. I cannot even find a clue of the means to get some help. I have no strength from fruitive activities or speculative knowledge, nor do I have any help from virtues created by sacrifices, yoga practice, or austerities. I am extremely feeble, that means weak, and I don't know how to swim. Who will rescue me from this dreadful calamity? I see the horrible alligator, means crocodile, of sense gratification present before me. The waves of lust are constantly agitating and provoking me. I can no longer cope with all the urges that are pushing me like a raging wind from my previous births. Those samskaras, tendencies from past life, that is sense enjoyment, they're pushing me all the time, like addiction, and I am unable to tolerate. I simply weep with an agitated mind, for I do not see any rescuer in sight. O most revered Jahnava Devi, please show mercy to this servant today by virtue of your own good qualities, and kindly relieve all of his afflictions. By taking shelter of the boat of your lotus feet, I will certainly be able to cross over this vast ocean of material existence. You are the very pleasure potency of Lord Nityananda, and you are the spiritual master of devotion to Lord Krishna. Kindly bestow upon this servant the wish-fulfilling desire tree of your lotus feet. Thus this most wretched and shameful rogue begs at your feet today, for he sees that you are delivering many other sinners. When our Gurudev was explaining this song, he said, "You are so merciful, so I have no fear. Without any hesitation, I will completely surrender to you. You will surely rescue me, because you have rescued so many and you have power. You are Nityananda Shakti." Our Gurudev said Jahnava is more merciful than Nityananda. Nityananda is more merciful than Mahaprabhu, most merciful, but Jahnava is even more. So then she was, and we are also singing daily that song, Shri Jahnava Pada Padma Kore Asmaran Dino Krishna Dasa Kohe Nama Sankirtan, in the song Jai Radhe Jai Krishna Jai Vrindavan. Then she also was there in Keturi Gram when Narottam Thakur came back from Vrindavan and made a big festival and installed deities. She was there, and she was the main cook. She started early morning cooking for first offering of deities and for all the Vaishnavas, and she also distributed that prasad. And all the Vaishnavas, they were very happy to see her, Jahnava Devi. And she was also happy to see Narottam Thakur, pure devotee. Then she also traveled to different places and also to Vrindavan, and wherever she stopped, she rescued all atheists and unbelievers, criminals, everyone. She rescued and gave Krishna prem. And then she was in Vrindavan and she met Jiva Goswami, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Lokanath Goswami, Garba Goswami, Madhu Pandit, all. And she offered her Dandavat and they also offered Dandavat. And she visited Madan Mohan, Govinda, Gopinath. Then she went to Radhakunda. She met Raghunath Das Goswami there. And she was also there for some time in Radhakunda, and you will find there is one ghat, Jahnava Ghat, on the northern side, little some like a stage is there. That is her place where she took bath, and there she did bhajan, and also she got vision of Krishna and heard his flute there. Then also she did parikrama of whole Brajamandal parikrama, and she was hearing Jiva Goswami speaking on Brihad Bhagavatamrita. Then also when she came back to Bengal, she also visited numerous places. And she went to Keturi again, then she went to Ekachakra, birthplace of Nityananda Prabhu, Katwa, Jajigram, Shrikanda, Navadip, Shrida Mayapur, Ambika, and Saptagram. These all places there you can visit now still. And Srimati Adonandan Acharjo, Srinivas Acharjo, Narottam Thakur, Ramachandra Kaviraj, Raghunandan Thakur, Shrikanda. Then she came back to Kardaha. Then she told about her trip to Boshuda and Birbhadra, son of Boshuda. And by the grace of Jahnava Devi, Nityananda Prabhu's dear associate Parameshwari Das Thakur was fortunate enough to see Sri Gopinath united with Sri Radharani in Vrindavan. When he returned to Karda and told Jahnava Devi and Vasudha what he had seen, Jahnava was overwhelmed with feelings of prema. She instructed Parameshwari Thakur to go immediately to the village of Antpur and install deities of Sri Radha Gopinath there. Those who see Krishna, they can install deities. So she told, you got this vision, so now you have to install these deities. And she also, Jahnava, arranged a marriage for Birabhadra to Yadunandana Acharya's two daughters, Srimati and Narayani, both of whom became disciples of Jahnava Devi. She was great Acharya, main Acharya there, that time. So she initiated her, nephew, or how it is called, son of her sister, and also his wives, she initiated. Also, our Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur played the pastimes of being initiated in Jahnava Thakurani's line, Diksha line. There it is written, whole Diksha line, and also there is chart, Siddha Pranali chart, and Jahnava is Ananga Manjari, then this Manjari like this, going down, and what Seva, everything he wrote. And that is why Navadip Dhammahatma, and everywhere he is praying for the grace of Jahnava. And he got this darshan. Of course, he is Nitya Siddha, but he is playing like pastime of Sadhak. So he got that vision of Ananga Manjari, and Ananga Manjari took him to Rupa Manjari. So today is Jahnava Devi's appearance day. I'm bowing down to her lotus feet and praying for her causeless mercy, for devotion to her lotus feet, service of her lotus feet, and Patit Pavan Nityananda Prabhu and Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Then also today is the appearance day of Sita Devi, the consort of Ramchandra Bhagavan. God is only one, has innumerable forms. So who is Radharani in Krishna Lila is Sita in Ram Lila. We heard in Ramayana about her character, how she appeared. Janak Maharaj, he was also without child. He also, on the advice of one saint, he told him, you will have to do yagya for getting child. So Janak Maharaj was preparing the field where yagya will happen. So while he was preparing with that plow, he hit into one box, golden box. Then he took that golden box out and he opened, and he saw that very beautiful girl was there. Bol Shri Sita Devi Ki Jai. She appeared in this way. Like Radharani, miraculously, from egg on lotus flower, Radharani appeared out. And Sita Devi appeared from golden box. And then he took as daughter and was taken care. Then who will marry? Then Janak got that bow from Shiva, very heavy, and who can string, he can take her. So many tried before, but no one could do. But when Ramchandra Bhagavan, he came, he lifted, and when he was stringing, that bow also broke, so powerful. Then they got married and they were living in Ayodhya. Then that happened. Dasharatha Maharaj had to fulfill his promise to Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi is also devotee. She had to do this lila. Then Ramachandra accepted, I will go to forest. And his mood was same. Like when he came to know that he will be king, he was in this okay mood, peaceful mood. He was not like jumping or no, he was in mood, yes, it is my duty, I will have to do. And when the news came that you will have to go to forest, then again he was, yes, okay, I have to do my duty peacefully. He was not sad or happy. He showed this by own example. Srila Bhakti Rakshidhar Dev Goswami Maharaj explained. So Sita said, I will go with you. Then Ramachandra said, no, it is not for you. You need not go. Then she said, no, you are my husband. I will go. I will serve you. Then she took all austerity. Then, Ravan kidnapped her. Then Ramchandra Bhagavan then killed Ravan. And because people will have doubts, so there was a pariksha, test of Sita. She entered into fire and she came out from the fire without any harm. And that was proof. Agni told, means fire told, she's chaste. She did not have any connection with Ravan. Then they came back to Ayodhya and everything ruling there. And she was pregnant. Then one washerman, his wife came late back home. So that washerman, he thought she went to some other place. So she's not chaste. And he rejected her. He said, I am not like Ramachandra. He again accepted Sita. After she was 1 year there with demon, he accepted, but I am not like that. I will not accept you. Then when this came, that such things is speaking, then Ramachandra had to banish her to forest. Lakshman had to bring her to Tapovan and leave her there. Then she took shelter of Valmiki Muni's ashram, and there she gave birth to Lav and Kush, sons of Ramachandra. Then Ramachandra later, he was hearing Ramayana there, and he came to know they are his sons. And when he had to do yagya, they told him, you have to do it your wife. Then he said, I will not marry again. I will make a deity of Sita, and they accepted. Then again, there was some test necessary. Then Sita said, if I am not thinking of anyone else except Ramachandra, and if my all senses, mind and everything is only engaged for the service of Ramachandra, then earth should open and give me shelter. Then earth opened and that throne came out and she was seated on that throne and she went to Rasatala. Means it was proved by fire, also by earth, that she is chaste, because they are witness. She was fully chaste. Then they disappeared all together with Ayodhya. So Sita Thakurani, she is internal potency of Supreme Lord Ramachandra, and she showed ideal character of following all ethical principles in Varna Ashram Dharma like Ramachandra. So Sita also was following, so she is worshipable. Sitaram, Patita Pavan Sitaram. Today is her appearance day. I'm remembering her DT forum there in Mayapur Dham, in Murari Gupta's house, who is Hanuman. So I'm bowing down to her lotus feet and praying for her causeless mercy, for the service of her lotus feet and that of Sri Ramchandra Bhagavan in the form of Radha Krishna. Then we are hearing Nrisingha lila. We heard Hiranyakashipu did heavy tapasya. Then whole universe was heated. Then demigods took shelter of Brahma and they told him, he wants to take your post and everything is disturbed, so you go there to finish his tapasya. Then Brahma went there and said, okay, what do you want? Then first Hiranyakashipu said all prayers. Then he said, he was thinking, if I will say to Brahma that I want to be immortal, he cannot give because he will also die. So by my intelligence, I will make myself immortal. And he told, not in air, not in ground, not outside, not inside, not animal, not human, not weapon, day, night, everything by his intelligence, but intelligence is limited. But he got that boon, and also he wanted power, yoga power, austerity power, everything, and Brahma gave. So be it, tadastu, and he got that power, and he was ruling. He took 3 worlds, and everything was by his sphere. He was ruling, and everything was giving fruits, everything, and minerals from ocean. So, and everyone had to praise him. Even Narad Goswami played this pastime. I also was singing his praises. But we have to get this teaching, and he was living in the palace in heavenly planets of Indra's palace. And so many ladies and alcohol and everything he was doing, and everything was under him. But he was dissatisfied. He was not happy. So, proud of his wealth and transgressing the rules of the scriptures, he did all sinful activities. Hiranyakashipu, subjected to the Kumara's curse, thus passed a long time. Everyone, including the rulers of the various planets, becoming distressed by his severe punishment and without shelter anywhere, approached the Supreme Lord. We offer respects to the direction in which the peaceful, pure Lord, Paramatma, who is unattached to the material world, exists, and from which one does not return. The transcendental realm. Once you go there, you don't come back. So into that direction we offer. Like during Kartik, we offer to the sky, to the direction, to up. We offer lamp to Damodar Bhagavan. In that direction. Without sleep, with fully controlled minds and purified intelligence, and living on only their breath, the Devatas began worshipping Hrishikesh, master of the senses. So no sleeping, controlled mind, purified intelligence, and only breathing, not eating anything. They worshipped Hrishikesh. Hrishikena Hrishikesha Sevanam. Then a voice without form, like a rumbling of a cloud, resounded in all directions, driving away the fear of the devotees. Sadhunam. O best of the Devatas, do not fear. I wish all good fortune to you all. Seeing me will give the highest benefit to all beings. I shall stop the evil actions of the demon, which are known to me. But wait for the time when I will appear. When a person shows hatred to the Devatas, Vedas, cows, Brahmanas, devotees, Dharma, and me, he will be vanquished without delay. When Hiranyakashipu afflicts the great devotee Prahlad, his own son, who is peaceful and without enemies, I shall kill Hiranyakashipu immediately, despite the benedictions of Brahma. That blessing he got from Brahma in spite of that. So here Vishnu Chakravartin, he has become strong by the blessing of Brahma. Afflicting the devatas for a long time, he has not been destroyed. I tolerate everything, but not violence to my devotee. In another one commentary I read that Vishnu told, I am coming, but not because of you. I will come because of Prahlad, because he's thinking of the welfare of everyone. But they are thinking of their own welfare, as we will see later. And Prahlad also, when he was praying, he said, you did not appear because of devatas. They are in Satyaguna, they have good qualities, but you did not appear. You appeared because of my devotion I got from Narada Goswami. Narada said, addressed in this way by the Guru of the worlds, the devatas, offering their respects, returned to their places. Relieved, they considered that the demon had already been killed, because decided by Supreme Lord already. Like when Haridas Thakur saw that Nityananda Prabhu decided he will bless Jaga and Madai, Haridas Thakur thought it is done. They will be rescued because Nityananda already decided. Of Hiranyakashipu's 4 wonderful sons, Prahlad, a devotee of the Lord, was the best in terms of qualities. He was devoted to spiritual knowledge, endowed with a good nature, true to his promise, in control of his senses, the friend of all beings like Paramatma, well-wishing to everyone, pure devotee, surrendered to the feet of the wise like a servant, kind to the suffering like a father, affectionate to equals like a brother, respectful to Guru as the Lord, like God respecting Guru, endowed with knowledge, wealth, beauty and good birth, and free of pride and unsubmissiveness. Here it is written in commentary, Sanatarya Grih means that he was completely submissive to the feet of the wise persons. Guru is in the plural to show respect. It means that he treated the Guru who gave Vaishnava mantra as the Lord. His mind was not agitated by calamities. He was without desire on hearing or seeing sense objects. He saw the world as unsubstantial. He controlled his senses, life, earth, body and intelligence. Desire, kama, was always subdued. Though born in a family of demons, he did not have the nature of a demon. O king, here Vishnu Chakravartin Thakur is saying, he did not have demoniac qualities like envy or malice to others. The devotees cannot wish to harm anyone. O king, Prahlada's good qualities are glorified by the wise. Just as all good qualities are always found in the Supreme Lord, they also exist even now without covering in Prahlad. Here means till this time they exist, these qualities, uncovered by time or karma. Though all this time has passed, Prahlad remains with those qualities in Sutala, Vaikuntha or Mahavaikunta. That is the meaning. O king, in devotees' discourses, because this is Narad is telling to Yudhishthir Maharaj about Prahlad. O king, in devotees' discourses, the enemies of the demons, namely the Devatas, what to speak of person like you, would cite Prahlad as an example of a great devotee. Pratimana means an example. In praising a devotee, they would say this devotee is equal to Prahlad. Who can list the innumerable qualities of Prahlad Maharaj? It is accurately said that his greatness was his natural attraction for Vasudeva, Supreme Lord. Naisargiki rati. Then this is used here. Naisargiki rati means it is natural, spontaneous. Natural, because later also this word will be used when Hiranyakashipu will tell why you taught him this Vishnu Bhakti to his gurus. Then they said, no one taught him. It is by nature, by Naisargiki. You will also find in our Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he wrote that the Siddha Ruchi of Jiva is Naisargiki, it is natural. Atma. Atma's attraction, particular attraction for Supreme Lord is Naisargik, means natural. Not from outside anything, but by nature. And also when they asked him, we will come to that point, Sanda and Tamarka, they asked him, from where you got this bhakti? We did not teach you. Then Prahlad said, it is by nature. Supreme Lord is like magnet and I am like iron. I am naturally attracted to Supreme Lord. So that is proof, Shastric proof, that this devotion is natural for Atma. But when it is covered by other desires, when Jiva is averse to Krishna, then that is covered and dormant, sleeping, or blocked, or stabda, like stunned, like a frozen. But it is there. When you remove that obstacle or rust, then that will manifest. Or our Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave example, water is liquid by nature. But if you put into cold, it will become ice. But when that condition will be removed, then again that nature will manifest, liquidity. It is by nature. So this is his greatness. He had natural devotion to Supreme Lord. Every jiva has. But he was uncovered, manifested devotion. Here, Vishnu Chakra telling, it is mentioned in this verse that he had a natural attraction for Vasudeva. His attraction did not develop by sadhana over many births, as is the case with others. There are two Pralads. One is eternal Pralad. Another is the one who in past life was with that prostitute. And he got Sukriti, and then Narad blessed him. Then that he became like a sadhan siddha. And he then entered into that one. Prahlad, as a boy, was uninterested in playing. Because his mind was fully captivated by Krishna, he acted as if dull. He did not understand this material world. Here I want to read in previous verse. The next verse says, Krishna graha grihitatma. This is what we read now. He was as if haunted by Krishna. Some say Vasudeva means Nrisingha. Others say Vasudeva refers to Krishna because in Prahlada's prayers in the Vishnu Purana it is said, Avir Bhabhuva Bhagavan Pitambara Dharo Harih. The Lord wearing yellow cloth appeared. The next verse mentions Krishna also, Krishna Graha Grihitatma. And also it is said later, Govinda Pari Rambitaha. Prahlad was embraced by Govinda. So some others say that Prahlad first had attraction for Vasudeva and then later for Nrisingha when he appeared. He was worshipper of Krishna, but Krishna appeared in the form of Nrisingha for that purpose. He did not understand the world of material dealings. He understood only the world of Krishna. Thus, being always embraced by Govinda, he was not aware of his actions while sitting, walking, eating, lying down, drinking and talking. Just as a 1-year-old baby is constantly embraced on the lap of its mother or father, Prahlad was embraced by the Lord while doing all his activities. Prahlad and no one else saw the Lord. When his mind became troubled because of absence of the Lord, he would cry, and then he would laugh on seeing him again. Joyful on thinking of the Lord's mercy, he sang loudly. It is stated that we have to loudly chant Koro Uche Sware Horinam Rob. But if sometimes it is impossible, then either due to bad health or some circumstance, something, then our Gurudev said, mentally also you can chant very loudly. In your mind, but very loudly you can chant. our Gurudev also one time told us, when he was doing this pastime of sickness, then they did not allow him to lead Nagar Sankirtan as he did before. Then Gurudev said, then one day I was dreaming in my room that I was doing kirtan. I sang that Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Koromore. Loudly I was singing, but I was surprised. No one said anything. There were devotees around, but no one said anything that I should not do that. I have to stop. I was surprised. Why they are not saying anything? Then he said, I sang everything. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Koromore and Jai Dao, and every Nitai Gaurango, everything I sang, and no one said anything to stop me. Then Guru said, then I woke up, then I saw, oh, it was a dream. But when he was dreaming, he was not aware. So Gurudev said, even mentally you can sing very loudly. So you can do. So he was also loudly, he was doing, but maybe if he was alone, he could do otherwise mentally loudly, because in his environment, he did Smaran Bhakti, because other things were not possible. Only if he was, sometimes alone, sometimes in great longing, he would cry out or would dance without shame. Sometimes, lost in thoughts of the Lord, identifying with the Lord, he would imitate the Lord's pastimes. That is to remember. Sometimes, with hair standing on end, he would remain silent, blissful, because of the touch of the Lord's hand. Without movement, he would remain with his eyes half closed, filled with tears of joy, expressing his affection for the Lord. When you come to purified stage, bhava and prema, then you get such experiences, darshan and touch and all these things, and then you can taste rasa, and with all these sattvika bhavas like this. This is not so cheap that you can just have that. Some people, they imitate, but that is not real bhav. But he was on that stage of purity. His bad associates became absorbed in the Lord and experienced the highest bliss by their association with a devotee who had nothing to do with anything material, and by engaging in the service of the Lord's lotus feet. So here in commentary, how could Prahlad have such steady bhakti in the bad association of Hiranyakashipu and others? By his association, his boyhood associates, who were also bad association, became successful. Why was there no danger of him having bad association? The minds of those who were bad association became shama. Means, the Lord says, shama manishtata bude. Absorbing the intelligence in me constitutes shama. Thus, Prahlad made others absorb their minds in the Lord. That is Uttamadhikari, devotee. He can immediately inspire in others devotion. But his son Virochan did not become, because of his so bad samskaras, but he was regretting Virochan that happened. That is to give us teaching that his father could not become devotee, because anyway he was demon by lila, and his son also was demon, and Prahlad did his duty to make him devotee, but he failed, but he did not become disturbed because of that, because he did his duty. O King Yudhishthir, the demon Hiranyakashipu tormented this exalted, fortunate devotee, although Prahlad was his own son. Yudhishthir Maharaj said, O best of the sages among the Devatas, strict in vows, I wish to know why Hiranyakashipu gave suffering to Prahlad, the pure devotee, his own son. A father and mother affectionate to their children chastise them when they are naughty in order to teach them, but do not make them suffer as an enemy would. What to speak of tormenting sons who honor their fathers, are devotees, and are also obedient? That a came back. Some problem with connection. So only this verse I will read. What to speak of tormenting sons who honor their fathers, are devotees, and are also obedient? Please remove my doubt that a father could have such hatred that he would try to kill his own son. So here this chapter ends. So then tomorrow we will further hear. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Hare Hare. Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Gandharvika Giridhari Ji ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Shishi Radha Madan Mohan Panchatatatmak Shri Gaura Huri ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gaurango Shishi Radha Nayananath Ji ki Jai. Jai Shri Gaura Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Jagannath Dev ki Jai. Jai Patit Pavan Shila Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Shila Parang Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Shila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupanuga Guru Bhare ki Jai. Jai Shri Panchatattva Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Brinda Devi Tulsi Devi ki Jai. Jai Sarva Vigna Vinashana Kari Shri Nrisingha Dev ki Jai. Jai Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Shri Sita Devir Swavirbhav Tithi Puja Mahamahotsav ki Jai. Jai Shishila Jahnava Thakuranir Swavirbhav Tithi Puja Mahamahotsav ki Jai. Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnav Brinda ki Jai. Jai Samagata Bhakta Brinda ki Jai. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Gaur Pramanande, Hari Bol. Thank you all. Dandavat Pranam, Hari Bol.